Good evening, Robert Scribbler filming for the OBX Wave Report remote from Nag's Head. Has some choppy 1 to maybe 2 foot waves rolling off the North Atlantic Ocean. We've got some northeast winds, stiff northeast winds coming in with a front offshore. Tides are high with this supermoon, so waves lapping far up the beaches. It is very low here in Murrells Inlet. Sea level where this house is, or at least the road is behind the house, is about, well, the elevation's about 3 feet above sea level. Getting stormy as a stalled front produces some northeasterly winds, pretty stiff northeasterly winds kicking up here in the range of 10 to 20 miles per hour, and getting cloudy with the stalled front. Looks like the weather picture is going to get gnarly over the next couple of days for South Carolina on northward through the Outer Banks. To our south, we had a pelican gang earlier. Let's see if I can zoom in on these guys. I don't know. It's like the pelican gang may have beat feet, but yeah, they were hanging out down there at that jetty. I don't see any of them right now. There might be one guy sitting up on the boat. I can't tell. But in any case, pelicans like enjoying the shelter here. We're kind of sheltered out in almost a bay type situation. It's much more generally sheltered here in Murrells Inlet than in the Outer Banks, where all the islands stick right out into the ocean, and if there's a wave, it's going to hit it. Here, it's a lot more sheltered, a lot smaller waves. All right, so let's get down to some of the local wave observations provided by the buoys and the wave monitors. I'm going to look at my legal pad right now. Nag's Head in the range of 3 to 4 feet plus, and choppy conditions with a north-northeast swell at 5.5 feet and 8 seconds. North-northeast winds at 21 miles per hour. Air temperatures 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures 75. Up in Virginia Beach, 3 to 4 foot waves, choppy conditions with some northeasterly winds as well. Rating at the 3 to 4 foot plus, choppy conditions with a 4.4 foot swell coming out of the northeast at 9 seconds. North winds at 17 miles per hour. Air temperature 73 degrees. Ocean water temperatures 75. And down in Buxton, 2 to 4 foot waves. Side shore chop. North-northeast winds at 3.7 foot and 9 seconds. North winds at 15 miles per hour. Air temperature 76, ocean water temperatures 76. At Frisco, 2 to 3 foot waves and clean conditions. Like Frisco's getting the best waves right now. And down here at Murrells Inlet, 1 foot plus. And choppy. I don't know, maybe a 2 foot, maybe. Mostly 1 footers here. Alright, so let's get down to some of the information provided by the National Hurricane Center. Shout out to our good scientists, friends at National Hurricane Center, who give us so much good information and help to save lives by keeping track of all the storms out there. And right now we have a tropical storm in the central tropical Atlantic, Tropical Storm Philippe, 45 mile per hour tropical storm heading west at 13 miles per hour as it heads toward the northern Caribbean. Slow weakening expected as the storm is now expected to track mostly toward the west, expected to head just north of Puerto Rico and Hispaniola. We do have a disturbance also in the central tropical Atlantic just to the east of Philippe. This system now has a 90% chance of developing into a tropical cyclone over the next 7 days. We're going to have to keep an eye on this bad boy because it could form into a hurricane over the coming days. And then last of all, We've got a frontal system off the U.S. East Coast, and that is what is bringing us some disturbed weather here in Murrells Inlet and in the Outer Banks over the next 3 days through today, late Tuesday, through Wednesday, and into Thursday. Nor'easter light conditions due to a stalled front and various impulses moving up the stalled front from the south. All right, so thank you for joining me for this session of the OBX wave report as we look forward to some stormy conditions and a super moon with some super high tides here in Murrells Inlet. High water expected over the next couple of days. Thank you for joining me once again, and please do everything you can to help protect our coastlines by helping to speed the transition to clean energy, which will help reduce fossil fuel burning, which is the primary driver of the climate crisis, which threatens our coastline through rising sea levels, more intense storms, ocean heat waves, and ocean acidification. Rapidly transitioning to clean energy will help tamp down those impacts by reducing fossil fuel burning and the related carbon emissions, which pose such a great threat to our coastlines and to all of us who live here and enjoy the beautiful conditions here on the coast in the wonderful climate that we now have. Let's not weaponize it against all of us living here on the coast. Get that clean energy out there. Thank you all for joining me once again for the OBX wave report. When you do get out in the water, be careful. It's getting choppy and rough. There's so many ways to be had, and I hope you do find them. There are some really nice ones right now down at Frisco. Thank you for joining me once again, and I will be back with you shortly.